the mind is an important tool that determines how you function, because the way you function at your job place, or the way you function in the society, all that started from your mind.
Yes, and also keep in mind that jobs are not necessarily bad, because a job is a through way or a mechanism for you to identify yourself, and for you to get new skills, new knowledge, meet new people in life, expand your thinking, and what have you, also meet, identify your purpose and gift. So jobs are not evil, they're just a channel or a vessel towards your next step of life. But the issue is, what is your motive towards your job? What do you think a job is according to you? How do you tackle or handle your daily engagement in the course of duty? What is your relationship between you and your workmates, and what might generate the issue? That is the mind structure. Hence, that's why we are going to tackle the employee mindset in this episode.
Welcome back to another episode of The Money Mindset. My name is Lois Odur.
Phineas Temba.
And so currently we are talking about jobs. If you haven't watched the previous topics when we were talking about wealth, make sure to check it out. But currently now we are talking about jobs, and today we are going to handle the employee mindset.
Okay, make sure to like and subscribe, and also click the notification bell so that you don't miss out. Most employees always aim for promotion in their company. So that is their only motive, and it's a wrong motive. You don't go to a job with an intention of being promoted. There are other things and other beneficiary aspects of being an employee, not just a promotion.
Yes. And then the other thing is that most employees, they usually just dream about their plans, that they just sit down and make castles in the air. They just sit down and start imagining themselves like maybe on a yacht in Dubai. So they just dream about their plans, but they don't activate it.
Yeah. Then employee, mostly they normally work harder with the intention of pleasing their boss and also getting a higher pay. And remember, we have just stated that the purpose of a job is not money. So employee minded have this mentality of money as the end game. So they work hard to impress their bosses so that they can get a promotion or a higher pay, which is a wrong motive.
Yes. And from that point, employees usually think that money is everything. They just value the fact that they have to get money. That even if they want to start something like a side hustle, for them they think that I first have to find something that will give me money immediately. They don't realize that what is everything is time. Time is everything, because you have to put time in it. You have to know that time is the important thing, because if you put time, then you can just think of something that will come in the future. But it is not that money is everything.
Another thing about employee is that they work under a certain job category, whereby they are restricted and fixed to the ready-made plan by the administration. Hence, they have no say on their daily routine. So they keep on doing a boring routine, hence tending to work in an alien environment because they lack a say.
And because of that, that means now they are just always frustrated. Like they always look frustrated, and they're always arrogant, that they bring this negative energy to their co-workers, to their family members. It's because the routine makes them feel so frustrated with work. And that is why you find that, let me give an example of nurses. Most of them, you find that that is not what they wanted to do. It is not their passion. So they feel like that routine and that kind of work is always frustrating to them. Yeah.
And also, they keep on blaming others. They keep on complaining instead of correcting, always justifying their mistakes. For instance, you can be working with someone in a working place, and maybe you have quitted, maybe to receive an urgent phone call, or even gone to a washroom. They know they are capable of doing what you left, but they will just ignore intentionally, so that you can have a bad day with the supervisor or the manager. So that is a very poor mind structure, and it can ruin your relationship with your co-workers.
You know, this is because most people are scared of losing their jobs because they know that they cannot survive without that job. And that brings us to the next point, that people are insecure about freedom. Like, you as an employee, most of the time, if you think about getting out from that job and maybe going somewhere, let's say a trip, you're always scared because you feel like you cannot survive without that job. And let me like ask you, like an individual, maybe you're employed, if right now you have been given a break to just stay at home for 1 month, like even 3 months, let's say, can you be able to survive, or is it that you'll start crying and saying that your family will go without food and you will not survive without that job? So most of the time we find that most employees, they're insecure because they take their job like it is everything that they own, because they cannot have any freedom. They just have to stick to that job.
It is always sad in life whenever you face an encounter or a particular problem. But remember, every problem is an opportunity for you to explore. It's an opportunity for you to advance and discover new things through the challenge. But it is sad that people who are employed, most of them break down after a failure. This might occur when someone has been sacked, retrenched, or even experienced or even has been informed of a pay cut, because all the hell break loose immediately after the act. So they start complaining, crying, lamenting on how they're going to survive. Yet people who are entrepreneurial mindset take that advantage with the good motive of accepting the challenge and also advancing through the encounter.
Yeah, and that is why we should always take something like a holiday or a weekend as time for us to be able to advance, as time for us to be able to solve those kind of problems that we are facing maybe in our business. And then now you'll find that most employees, they usually take holidays as time for them to relieve. They take a holiday or a weekend was time for them to relieve their stress. That is because their job is working them out so badly, and they are receiving a lot of stress. So they usually take a weekend or a holiday as time for them to just relieve that stress. Like, they never take a holiday as time for them to build themselves. And that is why most of the time when it's Friday, you'll always see everyone having the hashtag "Thank God it's Friday" and "I hate Mondays, I hope Mondays never come." It's because most of them hate their jobs and their job is so stressful to them, but yet they cannot quit. So because of that stress, they usually take a holiday or a weekend as time for them to relieve the stress. And that is why most of them even hate Mondays.
And forgetting that Monday is waiting for them.
Yeah.
That was it for today. Thank you for watching this episode.
And don't forget to like and subscribe and click on that notification bell so that when we continue the next episode, you won't miss it out.
Thank you for watching the Money Mindset.
Continue.